Recording. Cool. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Ballz Visual Radio it is, and it's a very special cricketing day today with the likes of Alan Lamb, Sean Pollock, and now nice to catch up on Skype with the skipper in the long form of the game, Graeme Smith. Graeme, how's it going?
Yeah, it's going well, Darren. Rainy in West Cape Town today, but otherwise it's been really cool. It's been nice to have some time at home, even though it was caused by surgery, but it was all good.
All right, we'll get to the surgery in just a moment and how the recovery is going, and the fact that we're missing you with the IPL as well. But first of all, is the Cape Town winter now set in? Is this it? Is it now rain until November? What's the story?
Yeah, it's been a pretty miserable couple of days. Obviously we had a terrific summer, which half of Joburg probably knows. But it looks like winter's set in. Hopefully we can just get a couple of days for some good golf games. Is
that what it is now? Golf and recovery for you?
Yeah, well, not yet. I'm hoping to get on the golf course by this week or next week. That's what I'm working towards, and that's a big step so far. And then on getting ready for England.
Okay, yeah, of course, that's the big one coming up. Where are you playing most of your golf these days? I think the last time I saw you on a golf course was Pearl Valley.
Yeah, I've lost a few golf balls at Pearl Valley. It's pretty tight there. But, I think anywhere I can get a game, you sneak me into a 4-ball, and, I can be decent company in a 4-ball. Hopefully, anyone wanting a 4-ball, I'm in for the shot.
Yeah, because Graham's obviously missing a lot of his golfing partners because they're all over in India, or most of them over in India at the moment. So, who are you scraping together to play with at the moment?
Well, we've got Bouch, but he's the most competitive in the world. So, when you're making a comeback to golf, it's not great to start with him. But I got a few mates in Cape Town outside cricket, so it's nice to catch up with those guys and have the chance to do it.
And the lovely wife. First of all, I haven't spoken to you, I think, since you did the deed. So let's round of applause from the Ballz team for the lovely choice of a good Irish lass. I think last time we tried to phone you, actually, I think she answered the phone, although she denied to the hilt that it was her.
Yeah, she's good at keeping the colour, which is a good thing. But no, it's all good. We're getting nice and close now. She won't like me to say she's growing. She's growing very big now. So we're very excited. The baby's kicking and moving all over the place. So I feel a part of the pregnancy for the first time.
All right. And how far to go? How long to go?
We've got about 10 weeks. 10 weeks. We've kind of, this is the first time I've ever mentioned it to anybody. But we're probably looking at the end of July.
End of July. Any names in the hat yet, or?
No, we've got a couple we're bouncing around, but I'm getting a death stare from across the road. Not mentioning anything.
All right. And do you know boy or girl, or can't you say?
We're going to keep that a secret for now. Thanks, Dave.
All right. No, that's no problem. You've given us so much already. We appreciate it. So if you don't ask, you never know. Tell us about the recovery. How's that going for you? Yeah,
I saw the surgeon again this morning. He's pretty happy. He took out a fair amount of my ankle. So I think I lost about 5 kilos, which is wonderful news. And he's pretty happy. I mean, it's still a bit stiff. I'm still in that frustrating phase of rehab, with all the small exercises, trying to get movement back. I haven't started moving. I mean, I'm on a bicycle, which was interesting. And I'm in the hard working phase now.
All right, because when we dialed you up on Skype, and Simon, we can see it again.
I can hear it.
Anyone in South Africa, please go travel the world and see we saw Pollock. Literally, it was like he was in studio with us. Here, every time you move, it's almost like we see 3 of your faces, because I think we are probably the worst in the world when it comes to actually Skype technology. Thankful that we can actually still see you at the moment. But when we did take a look at you, when we dialed you up, or we dialed each other, the first thing I said was, Graeme, half of you's disappeared. How much have you dropped while you've been in this recovery?
Well, my wife's not the best cook, so I mean, I've been getting hotel food and stuff. So
that's a death wish.
Living on soup and no, I'm joking. I think I've tried. I think this is the time that I needed to get myself very famous. So I've just tried to be pretty healthy, trying to eat as well as possible, and now with the exercise starting, hopefully can shed a bit more and be ready for England. You know, the last thing I want over in England is the crowd saying have a salad. You know,
is that what they do?
But I hope it's my name's not there.
Listen, I think they're going to do it anyway, Graeme. There's no way you're going to get away from English sledging while you guys are over there, especially as it's going to be a hell of a series.
Yeah, I know. We've got Rudolph in the side now, so Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer will be sung out in every stadium for a while, so take a bit of heat off me.
Yeah, that chirp about his wife's cooking, by the way. I think there's definitely a Morgan slap coming sometime. I don't know if she wants. I don't know if she wants to maybe like plant it on your cheek now quickly.
She's hiding in the background. You want to come say hi? No.
Come and say hi, Morgan. She denied that we spoke to her on the phone. We know it was her. We recognize that voice anywhere.
No, she doesn't want to come. She's hiding away.
All right, no problem. So that's the next target. The England series is going to be massive. It's basically a playoff for the best in the world.
Yeah, it's my third England tour. It's something that I've always thoroughly enjoyed playing in England. I mean, you play at some incredible stadiums. The atmospheres around the ground are terrific. I mean, the hype and just the media and the tension around a series is something that's only really experienced in Australia. So from my perspective, it's a tour that I'm really excited about. And if we can go there and play well the next 6 months in England and Australia, then we sort of can take a next level as a team. I think Gary's certainly in the last 6 months has put a lot of good things into the team. On the test side, we've in the last 18 test series, we haven't lost one. We probably would have liked to have pushed on and won one or two more, but we've been very steady, and we're hoping to push on now and take that next level.
Absolutely, and of course there are great memories for you in England. It started with a bang there as well. Do you still take a lot of that first series over there with you when you play against them and try and borrow from what all went so right in that early stage of your career?
Yeah, I mean, just to get the captaincy at 22 and start with 2 double hundreds, I don't think you could have asked for a better start to your career. I mean, I guess balancing everything over the next 9 or 10 years has been the challenge. But at the time, it was sort of everything, and it was terrific way to start. And then in 2008, I also had I got 200s in that tour, and we won the series, which was even better. To go on and win that series in 2008 was a better feeling. We drew it in 2003, so we're hoping to build that now, and hopefully we can go there and be comprehensive. I really think the key in England is to just start well. With the amount of pressure that is on you as a touring team, if you can sort of set up your base up front, that pressure starts to turn onto England with their media and their public and stuff. So that first test is going to be crucial.
As a test captain and as a test player as well, that's been around for a while, and it's still hard to believe. How old are you now?
31. I turned 31 in February.
And he's been around forever, and he's only 31. So I mean, if he carries on like colours, he can go on for another 15 years.
Well, I mean,
because he wants to play another 2 World Cups, doesn't he?
Yeah. I mean, I'm still interested. He wants to play World Cup cricket at 40. That I want to see. Imagine how grumpy he'll be then.
He'll be grumpy if he goes all the way and doesn't get picked for that next World Cup squad. That'll make him grumpy.
Yeah, I mean, it's time for him to get married now and settle down. He's to start looking at a few different things.
Yeah, you're not thinking in terms of that. I know a lot of people talk about the ODI versus the Test game. Where are you at the moment as far as your head goes? I mean, you're not in a position now to say, listen, I'm only going to focus on one. You still want to play basically both forms of the game, short and long.
Yeah, Darren, look, I mean, I think, I took a big whack after the World Cup in terms of self-confidence and belief, and, it takes a while to sort of build that back up, and I felt that, struggled through the home summer a little bit with 100 against Australia, and luckily I finished that home summer with a bang and Kimberley and Wanderers with 125, and that sort of gave me, sort of started my self-belief to, sort of return, and I worked hard and then had a good New Zealand tour. So I kind of feel like I'm just getting out of that sort of patch where I really struggled to find the confidence again, and so I'm just taking it a step at a time now. I just really want to play and play well, for South Africa, and hopefully play well enough to keep my spots in the formats, and that's the goal really. I'm not looking too far ahead. There's a lot going on at the moment, and I just want to play good cricket and enjoy it. So having the confidence back is a key factor to my game, and I'm excited to be in a stronger position.
Simon Hill has a
I'd just like to ask Graeme, I mean, after being at the helm of the ODI side for so long, what was it like, giving up the captaincy to AB and still being in the team? How did that play out?
It was great, actually, to be honest with you. Not to have a press conference every 2 or 3 days, not to go to selection meetings. I lost out on a lot of stuff that sort of drags you down over 9-10 years, stresses and pressures. But I enjoyed roaming the boundary. I got a couple more chirps from the crowd. Being in the inner ring, I never got that. Now I was lining myself up. But I think the thing for me is it was wonderful to see Amy just come in. I mean, it's time for him now. It's time for the team, especially in that shorter format, for to have some new energy, and he certainly brings that. I think as the best and he's got Gary and the team around him from a coaching perspective, management perspective, he's got, and that's his biggest asset. And Gary, and then we'll take a lot of stress off him, and he can focus on playing his game. He's an incredibly talented batsman, probably the best in the world at the moment, I reckon.
And of course, from an achievement point of view, you've pretty much done everything except the World Cup's got to be one target of yours. So hence probably that the short form of the game is still very important to you, because I think you've that must be a big target of yours. Pretty much everything else, beating England as you mentioned, then also doing the Aussies in their own backyard has got to be one of the great moments in your career, which you've struggled to do up until that point. So is it pretty much World Cup? Is that the next big target for you? Yeah,
I mean, it would be lovely to play another World Cup. I mean, if I'm picked and I'm good enough, then I would love to be there and contribute. It's still a fair amount of time away, and I just want to focus on playing well. If I look back down, I mean, I think in terms of I've surprised myself with what I've achieved in my career. Kind of now time to sort of set some new goals and go after a few new things. I'm fortunate that I've 100 Test matches coming up now for South Africa. And, if I can play all 3 in England, I think I surpassed Border as the leading captain in Test cricket. So there's a lot of exciting things to look forward to. If I can match that with performance and we get a show, and then who knows where the career can go. Otherwise, I'm not making too many predictions about where I'm going to be in a few years' time. I just want to stay fit and contribute for South African cricket. My priority is South African cricket, and I want to finish on a high note. That'll be terrific if I can.
Fantastic. Well, we're going to let you go there, and always say Graeme Smith always seems to be at his best when he's most comfortable. You're really looking nice and comfortable with life and really chilled with things, so it's good to know you're in a very good place. Marriage is agreeing with you, and life in Cape Town is agreeing with you despite the weather. So good to chat to you and good to catch up with you again.
Thanks, Darren. Take care, and regards to everyone. Cheers.
And to you as well. Cheers, Graeme.
Cheers, bye.